I gotta do this one time right here. She doesn't know that I'm doing this, but we're gonna do it. Hey, hey, hey. What? Welcome to another episode of Bikini Talks with your girl, May and T. And that's how you roll. Hey, hey. All right. Serious. Serious.
That's our theme song. That's like our little dance thing.
Yeah. We Macarena. Macarena, Macarena, Macarena. All right, cool. Well, welcome to another episode of Bikini Talk with your girl May and T. And we are back. We are back because
We're back.
yes,
It's
yes,
been a
who's back?
long time.
Yes, yes. I know we're kind of slacking on these videos, but it was very important that we came on today and then just kind of give you an update on T because the last time, we came online and we talked about how, she was getting ready for her show, what her goals were, and then where we're at. So, the goal to pro. Wait, hashtag road to pro.
Road
All
to
right.
Freedom. I don't
Yeah,
use it.
yeah.
I
And
haven't
congratulations.
used
I
it.
just
I've never
wanted to
used
say
it as a hashtag.
congratulations.
Thank
So she's
you.
pro
Thank
now.
you.
She's pro.
I'm finally. Oh my god! It's even hard to say that. I'm actually pro.
She got there, guys. She got
We
there.
made it. We made it.
Yeah. She was working really hard for that and it just took a few years, but it was there. It was right
Not
there.
just like a couple years. It's been like 7 years. 7 years. And
Yeah.
it's funny because like when we talk about it, like even when I was like listening to other girls who got their pro cards, some of them like took like a couple years and they got their pro card, and when they asked me, I was like, it took me 7 years. So it's like that was tough. Like some people just have the genetics, some people have just like, they were just much more ready, mentally, physically, getting into it, when they started. Um, but for me, like, I think a lot of people, I don't know, but I'm going to just talk about my journey because when I started back in December 2016 is when I first did my show. I just did it for fun, like, okay, I just want to see how this goes. It wasn't competitive. It was just like, just testing the waters, see if it's like a one time deal. And, I really enjoyed it. And then the following year, I wanted to see more transformation. It was just a little bit of like you get that hook where like, wow, I was able to transform my body. Let's see what it can do if I continue doing this. It wasn't really competitive until it was like 2018 is when I switched over to Handsome Muscle, Michelle Hurst having to coach me. She was different because she actually pushed me to a certain um, level of like really seeing the more bigger change in my physique that I actually can be competitive, you know. And then when that started, that was that was a big flip, in terms of mindset wise, you know. And that was like, a game changer in the way that I feel about bodybuilding and competing. It became more competitive. You're just seeking for more, changes to really be. Now you get to be like, I just want to make sure I place in the top 5 or make it there. And then all of a sudden it's just like, now when you made it to top 5 or top 2, your next goal is to, I want to qualify for nationals. And then when you go to nationals and you get a feel of like a different level of competitiveness, because you see it's an eye opener, you see a different league of girls, from a regional to a national show. And you're like, wow, I didn't realize that I have more to work with. I still need to work on you know, my physique and how I can deliver and be more competitive in that level. And now, like, when you get to that national level, it's like, I want to place at least in the top 5 or top 3. And I wasn't placing, really well in the nationals during that time. It was always kind of like seeking for the next level, how to get better and better and better.
And
And
and real quick, how many national shows have you done?
oh gosh, I think I've started doing national shows, I think since 2018 or 19.
So you
I
did one
can't
every
really
year.
remember because when I first started with Michelle, I started placing in the top five. I placed fifth, then fourth, and then I placed higher in one of the shows, and then I did nationals. I think it's within the first year, you know, being with Michelle. I think I did three shows, and that qualified me for. I think the last show qualified me for nationals. I knew I wasn't ready for nationals, but I wanted to get a feel of what I'm dealing with, and just know the expectations and um, what to expect. And um, and it just like went from there. Um,
And because it took you 7 years, was there ever a time you felt like, damn, I don't know about this. Like I'm putting in all this effort, and I know I'm placing where I need to be placing, but you start looking at other girls who have gotten, their pro card hella fast, and then here's you're year after year, you're working hard, and still, like, not that to say you came out empty handed, you're always leveling up every single time, but you're not getting the pro card. And did you, like, at any time, did you ever feel like you wanted to give up? And if so, what did you do to flip that mindset?
I think it never occurred to me to give up. Like it never did. Like because I was still enjoying it. I was enjoying the sport. Did it ever let me down to a point where like get you frustrated? Like what was it that was I missing? Yeah, it definitely like maybe I'm not cut out for this, but I really believed in that I can transform my body. I know that I can push harder. I know because I can see in my body that, oh, like I needed to have more shoulders, or maybe I need to like taper, I need to be better in my conditioning. Conditioning was the hardest part for me throughout the years, just to getting it tight. And then, but we wanted to do step by step, like, just build more muscle, to build more glutes and then like tighten up your conditioning, and that was like a hard step because it takes time to build muscle. It doesn't happen like quickly, not unless you have like the genetics behind you, or the athletic background that you have that's already been developed. So even though I was athletic younger, it didn't really translate right away, because bodybuilding is different. They look for certain specific, like muscles to grow, like your
Right.
shoulders, like a tight waist, a nice glute and hamstring, your upper glutes, and just the all around fullness of your glutes, and this, a little bit of a separation, your conditioning, and they don't all tie in like or come at the same time. It
Okay,
takes time to
so
develop.
now that you're talking about that, let's just go into something else. So
Yeah,
now that you're talking about all the different things that you needed to work on, let's tell the people how different your prep was from, like, say, the show at the beginning of the or middle of the year, right,
it
to
was. I think it was
masters.
September. Okay, so it was very strategic when I approached this year, because last year's nationals I came in sixth, and that was probably the hardest one to swallow. Because I felt like that was my best physique coming into a national show. I really poured my heart out, and when you just feel like you think that you've nailed it, but you didn't. That was a hard pill to swallow. But at the same time, like I kept on like going back and forth in my pictures, wanted to get feedback. I was desperate to, really work on what was missing. So this after that, I was really focused on the feedback. It's really important to get the feedback from the head judge, to and translate that in your off season and making those changes. So this year, what we wanted to do was be in front of Sandy, who is the head judge, and I just wanted to do one regional show that I'm going to come in really, in the best physique I could, and then go straight to nationals. For some reason, I didn't doubt my physique this time around in terms of what I can deliver for Sasquatch. It's not that I didn't doubt, but I just had like a higher standard, and because now I'm understanding what they actually need.
Right.
And so to really develop my glutes, my fullness, a little bit of separation and just bring in the same conditioning. But, um, and when we went to, I wasn't supposed to do Sasquatch. I was supposed to do Pacific USA's, and then we moved it to Iron Games because I wanted to do something more local where I didn't have to like travel for a show. And, with Michelle as my coach, she was very strategic as well. She said, you know what, do Sasquatch because there's going to be a pro show there as well. So she's going to be the head judge, and she's also doing Masters USA, which is going to be your target national show. Um, and it worked out perfectly because it was just a week before Iron Games, which is my target show. And we went there. I talked to Sandy, and she gave me the feedback that we needed to make adjustments, and we worked on it. So it was just like she told me to just like tone down my shoulders a little bit, but bring this bring the same conditioning. She didn't mention about much of my glutes, but just get it a little bit more full. And I guess not that I needed more glutes. It's just like I just needed to just have just a tad more fullness. So for it to pop a little bit more. And that's what we did. I was so nervous coming to, nationals. Backstage, I couldn't even talk to anybody. I was just like shut. Uh, it was different. I think the pressure was different because one, it was a local show. Two, my family can actually, make it for the first time in 7 years. And my best friend was coming, Michelle and some of my teammates are there. Because, but there was one person who was missing, I call her Garfield sometimes. Or
Yes, baby.
Linda.
No, it's with the glasses. Like,
But yeah, like it was, wanted it to be, for some reason, I've been dreaming of a show where everybody's going to be there. And it was going to be my pro win, like getting my pro
and
card.
that's why I went to Pittsburgh because I knew it, I felt it, but that wasn't it. See, I flew all the way to Pittsburgh to be with you.
But
So
this time she flew all the way to Korea. I think she got the wrong notice and went somewhere else.
it was she planned this after I planned my trip to Korea, and it was just like,
That's true. Because I was changing, the show. We were like undecided on having to do
yeah.
this show, so and the date we weren't really confirmed on the date. But
But
yeah.
had she had told me sooner, I would have been there. I would have. I mean, I guess I could have been there, but I was their spirit. Wait, stand up,
What?
stand
Oh,
up.
okay, wait. Yeah, well, she was there in spirit because she did this for me. And
There,
see, this has been my mantra, this
I
prep,
was there.
and
I was there.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see,
Can you see it?
so I'm saying I was there. So
There you go. She was
I was
there.
on everybody.
This during show day. I actually have a sweater that's pretty much the same that has my silhouette at the back. My husband was wearing another shirt. It was different. It was more of a support shirt. There it says T Money. Like my money's on T Money, and I just forgot to give it to my best friend, but my daughter had one too. So yeah, that was cute.
See, I was there. I was everywhere, but I just wasn't physically there.
She was
It
all
was
over. She
it,
was
it was
super there.
it was cool though. Like, like I was on the plane. I was like, man, when I get data, like I'm gonna see it. Like she got her pro card, and then as soon as I saw my data, I was like I got the message because we're in this chat with our coach,
Good
and
chat, yeah. The
and then
sisterhood chat.
I saw it. I was like, dude, I was so fucking happy. I was just like walking up because I as soon as we landed, I turned on my phone. I was like, yeah, like you know what I mean. Like everybody's sleeping still, and I'm just like, yeah. But I was happy. I was like, I was hella happy, and I just couldn't wait to talk to her to just like,
Yeah, that
just
was a sweet
see how
moment.
she was feeling. Yeah, I wish I was there though. I really wish I was there, and
But
I'm
you
sorry.
know what? I have to thank you for being there throughout this prep because, you've definitely helped me a lot, like just in the mental, emotional side of things, and you've been my hype girl, throughout this prep and not just like this prep, like throughout the year of this prep, it's been tough, but you've been there. So thank you.
That's
You've
what
been
Garth.
through ups and downs. She had through, she had to like, you know, take all the hangry days with me.
Hella, hella.
And she would be like, "Oh, I ordered some brownies. You want me to taste it and like rate it for you?" No, this
That's
was
that's
okay.
what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's what we do. We support each other. And then, when they get mad, we just kind of let it like, just fly over our heads and then know that they're going to be okay tomorrow or later or whenever they get through their hangry or whatever moment it is.
When I have my high carb days, I'm happy.
Yes. Yes. But she did have her moments, and then there's times where I just have to like just listen to her. But every now and then I want to throw like my 10 cents or my 25 cents or like my dollar. I was like making it rain, and she's like, "Shut the up." I couldn't help it, but we know for her next show. Well, I mean, now it should be a little like she should be a little like calmer. So we'll see. So yeah, now that we're there, we're talking about what's next. Like, we all know how you feel. You feel happy and like excited, and like it probably just feels surreal for you right now. Still, I mean, it's been like what, 2 weeks?
It's been 2 weeks since the
Yeah,
show, and becoming a pro after 7 years of effort, feels incredibly rewarding. It's just accumulation of like the perseverance and just dedication and just the thrill of like achieving a long term goal has been finally is here. Like I finally made it. It was just like it was so sweet, such a sweet victory.
it's
That's all
just a
I can
matter of
describe it.
time. I knew it. I knew you was gonna get that ish, and I'm sad that I wasn't there, but I was there. Okay. Anyways, moving right along. So what is next
What is
for
next?
this IFBB Pro Teresa Kiro Mendoza?
It's Mendoza Kura.
You know, it's funny because I thought about that. I'm like, I think I said that wrong.
Man, do you really know me?
No,
That's
I knew I said it wrong, but it just didn't like, register in my head until like after I said it. And I'm like, ah, let's see if he says anything.
so okay. I had a little bit more food so I can think. If not, I would just like, okay, yeah, yeah. Not noticed it and just like,
Okay,
what's
let's start over again. So for IFBB Pro, Teresa Mendoza Kira. It took me a while to say that, yeah.
what's
What's
next?
next?
I haven't even thought that far yet, but for sure we're gonna be doing a pro debut. I'll probably be more focusing on doing a masters, pro show. Um, but probably wouldn't stop me from just trying and doing an open. Like I don't know. We'll see what coach says. I just wanted to like just experience it. Just be on the same stage as the pros, and that would be just like I don't know. I just can't even imagine what that feels to be in the same league as just be on the same stage as them. I've it's been a long time, long dream of mine, and we'll see how it goes. I think I'll be just super just excited just to be there and just happy, that wow, I'm here, just thankful for that.
Fangirly. Are you gonna be a
Yeah.
fangirl when you get on stage?
So 2024 for sure we want to do a pro debut. When? I don't know. What show? I don't know yet. I'm
But
still
I'll be there. I'll be at your show.
because you'll be doing one in the amateur show with
Yes.
with me, and so it'll be fun because we get to all like do a show all together. So
Yeah.
basically, that's our plan. Kind of like planning things ahead. Um,
It has to be near a beach. We can have margaritas after.
Well, we always have to have margaritas after and some good dessert.
I think it's gonna be,
Mandatory. It's
yeah,
mandatory
it's a
for the
tradition.
three of us. Well, that
That's
when
gonna
I
be,
meant three, it's like our coach.
yeah, yeah. So it'd be cool, like, little old me with these two IFBP pros.
No, you're not a little old me. Like Michelle is the old one. She's gonna kill me. Well, I'm
Sorry,
the second.
it was
I'm the
me.
second eldest. Okay, we're the so the sisters. I'm just saying it by age. So Michelle is
I'm the baby.
the oldest sister. I'm the middle, and you're the youngest.
I'm the baby. That's why I can get away with things more.
Yeah.
I
You
can. I can. I
get
can.
this.
Yeah, even though I still do it because I can get away with it. Even though I get the follow. Follow means like
Slap.
spank. Yeah, slap. Spank
Spank.
doesn't sound.
Spank.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
I
spank.
oh, shit. Y'all can spank me. I don't care. All right. So words of wisdom. Like, what are some
Mm.
motivational quotes do you want to share, or tips, or anything to someone that's aspiring to get at the same level as you? What are some of those things that you can tell this person?
I think for me, like personally, is just embracing the challenges as opportunities and learning from your failures, what you need to change. Be persistent, be persistent with a purpose, and success often lies, in resilience, just having to continue. It's a part of the continuous growth, and just staying true to your aspirations. So just never give up, you
Do it
know
for you.
and it's I'm just going to add in there, like when you are serious about having to compete in the nationals and going for your pro card, listen to get some feedback, listen to get some feedback from the head judge and from the judges, and see what you can really work on, so you're not second guessing yourself and what you need to work on. um you know Talk to your coach and make sure you guys are aligned in your purpose and your goals. um and that just kind of like, if you guys are both in the same lane, it's just like makes things easier, and you actually have something more specific to work with. So just never give up. That's just been my mantra. It's like, it's here, like dream without limits. So it's always been my dream since I've started competing, that there is a silver lining, that you have to just like not give up and believe in yourself that you can make it.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for taking this was like all last minute stuff that, you know, that we planned, and with that, all right, y'all, it's about that time. We just wanted to thank everybody for all your support, all your kind words, and for the folks that took the time to that took the time out of the day to interview with us. We really do appreciate y'all. And with that said, um, T and I decided that we wanted to take a different route, and do other things. It just, we weren't being as consistent as other folks that did these type of things, and um, you know, I just think, it was about that time.
Just life has just been busy for both of us. Nothing, um, like it's not because we didn't want to have to continue doing this. It's just been a lot of things have been busy, and it's just time to like venture out other things
Yeah.
and for the future. So hopefully you still follow us in whatever venture that may be. If so, we will keep you guys posted in some ways or another. But we wanted
Yes.
thank everybody who's been supportive of Bikini Talks, who have, liked and engaged and sent us messages, and who's been our guest as well, and just everybody around us who's been there with us from since the beginning.
Yes. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
And if you want to get a hold of T, I'll throw her handle somewhere down here or wherever, or we'll put it in the details. And if you want to get a hold, you know how to get a hold of us. Just go back to one of our posts and just like click and look at the tags or something. But we'll still be around. Look out for some things that we got brewing in the mother effing kitchen. Um, and y'all have a safe, happy holiday. We wish you guys all the best. And thank you again for all the love and support.
Yes, we thank you 2023, and we're looking forward to 2024 for new more adventures. So um, keep an eye on that. And thank you again.
Yes, sir. So it's not the end of the road because I was gonna play it and then it just did it. Yeah, we still we'll see you guys soon.